Hi guys, it is Leona here with a con experience today. Today, this wonderful Dante is very hungry. We're gonna go and get some pizza. I've already been here at Wasabi for several hours, most of the day already. Pardon me. I had a wardrobe malfunction that required that I change anyway, so I put on my casual clothes and we're gonna go get food. I can't drive in a corset anyway, so I had to wait till I changed to go get food. Corsets, so much fun, but they make you look so fabulous. Many pictures to come. I'm sure you're very excited about that. So, as far as the con experience itself, this year it's at the Ramada Plaza in Denver, which it's actually in North Glen, which is far north of Denver. Not so far, but it's pretty far. I mean, normally the longest drive that I need for a con is an hour and 45 minutes if I stop to pick somebody up. You know, it's not this long. But it took me 2 hours? 2.5 if you include my stop at Walmart to get some last minute supplies. But, yeah. The venue is small, the drive was long, but a lot of people that I used to hang out with, used to do a lot of this stuff with, actually came this year and were actually really excited to see me. So it was really nice. It's been really nice to reconnect with friends, to bump into all of these people that have been missing from my life. This has been missing from my life. So today I did Dante. I'm gonna kind of hang out in casual cosplay the rest of the day. Tomorrow I'll be doing Colin, her red dress. Colin from Code Geass. It was never actually, the dress is never in the anime, it's just a figure in a pretty dress. But I loved the dress, so I made it. And I'm very proud of it. It's the first thing that I've made from scratch in many years. I'm very proud of it. And you'll see lots of pictures of that too tomorrow. I'm really excited to actually get some good pictures of it. And I'll finally have my Suzaku! My friend Ayakai, she finally came through. No grudges. Well, we were supposed to do it New Year's, but it's, you know, life happens. Just like I was supposed to bring Hanji to this convention. There are a couple of other Attack on Titan characters, but I was not able to get Hanji together. Reasons I'm not going to go into it right now. But we're going to find our way through North Glen, guys. And I'm going to look cross-eyed while I stare at you. I was looking over here, realized I look kind of cross-eyed. Sorry. Okay, I'll stop. What else can I talk about? Previous con experiences. I have not done a video on Rangerstop yet. And I need to tell you guys about Rangerstop. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Rangerstop. It's a Power Rangers convention, usually exclusively. It's a Power Rangers convention, but it was heralded as Rangerstop Orlando back in November was the largest Power Rangers reunion yet. And the biggest thing about it that caught my attention was Daniel Southworth, Johnny Young Bosch, and Ruben Langdon. Anybody that knows me should know those three names. The three voice actors for the primary characters in Devil May Cry. This is the first convention that all three of them have actually been together for a panel since Devil May Cry 4 came out back in 2008. So, I had to go. I just had to. I had to go. I couldn't get any of my fellow cosplayers to go. Nobody could get off work that short notice. It happens. I wish I had been able to take my Dante and my Virgil, Ayakai, and my Rin Minagawa. We will, one of these days, all three of us get together. Wait, that's the wrong street. Okay. Almost went the wrong way. We're okay. Anyway, crap, where was I? Attention deficit. Ooh, shiny. So I got my friend Jessica to go with me. The wonderful and fabulous Jessica. I am sure she will come up in pictures or a video. I might do one with her. She's so much fun. I love her. She was my wingman, my co-pilot for the whole trip, and it was a lot of fun having her with me. I don't think I have ever been on an actual drama-free road trip. So it was really, really nice to have somebody that was as anti-drama as I am. Another thing about the trip, we stopped in Tennessee to see a previous friend, Emma, or Luna Sage, I believe she goes by. Well, long story short, her family had a horse that they didn't know how to take care of properly, and through no fault of their own, she was in not so fair condition. So I had tried to work a rescue, but we weren't able to get anybody to take her, but she needed attention immediately. So my dad and I, just before New Year's, drove all the way down to Tennessee to get her ourselves. So that is now my horse. Her name is Sierra. She's beautiful. She's wonderful. She has a wonderful temperament, and I'm waiting for her feet to heal so that I can get her in the round pen and get her riding this summer. Anyway, back to Rangerstop. I'm really sorry that I ramble. You're gonna have to deal with it. So we get down there. Of course, I have to cosplay Dante in the meantime. I didn't have this fancy wig yet. I still had my shorter one, which it was fine. So we get there, we go and get our wristbands, and we're walking around, we're walking through the dealer room, and it's a really small convention, even smaller than this one right here. It was tiny. I was surprised. For being heralded as the biggest Ranger reunion ever, they did not use a very large venue at all. So I'm walking through the dealer room and I noticed that, oh hey, they have autograph booths set up on the other side of the dealer room. Well, that's cool. So I'm walking around, I recognize these faces, but they're not really that important. And I was like, oh, this is cool, this is cool. And I get to the corner and I go around the corner, and I'm looking left. And we go around the corner to the right, and I'm looking at the table, it's over here. And I hear from over on this side, hey, Dante! And I turn around, and there, standing right in front of me, is Ruben Langdon. And, all brain function stopped. I could not talk very well. He said hi, I said hi, I shook his hand, said it was amazing to meet you, and he proceeded to ask, oh, where are you guys coming from? I told him Colorado. He said long drive, and I said, hey, I got a good wingman, and I pointed at Jessica, and so he went back to talk to somebody else, and I was sitting there trying to catch my breath, and I'm looking at Jessica, and she's just telling me, be cool, be cool. So I'm trying not to lose my cool, trying to stay in character as much as possible. Dante doesn't lose his cool. So finally the person in front of me moves away, and he goes back to small talking with me a little bit, and so I've got, and he asked me if I wanted an autograph on something, and so I took off my coat, and I told him, well, I have a personal item that I'd like signed, and he said, okay. If you've seen my coat, I will have to get a really good picture for you guys of my coat, but it is in horrible condition. I have had this coat going on 7 years now. This will be its 7th year on the con circuit. And it is beat all to hell. I've had it since 2009. And it's been through hell. So I got to hand it to him, and he looked at it and said, wow, and I got to say it. I got to tell him that this coat had been to hell and back with me. Oh, it felt so good. It felt so good to say that. So he autographs my coat, and he hands it back to me. I go turn it back. I go to put it back on, and then he asked me, "Well, did you want a picture?" I said, "Oh, of course." And I had just gotten these really cheap. They're really horrible, ebony and ivory, but you know, it was something. So we went to pose with them, and of course, he picks the jackpot pose. Of course. So I'm standing there, and I'm still trying to keep my cool. I'm still trying to keep everything under wraps. And he goes to make that pose, and I can feel it happening as I lift my arm, my hand shakes. And I'm staring at my hand, and in my mind I am screaming at my hand, "No! Stop that! I'm trying to be cool here!" I was shaking so badly. It was so bad that after we took that picture, I did not realize that he had stepped away from me, handed Jessica his phone, and then came back and stood back next to me for a second pose. I thought it was still Jessica's phone that we were taking this picture on. And when we go to take another picture, it wasn't until later when I asked Jessica if I could borrow her phone to post the picture on Facebook. And I was going through, I said, "Well, where's the second pose?" And she looks at me and goes, "Becca, you didn't see? That was his phone, not mine." And I lost it. I absolutely lost my mind. I almost had to leave the restaurant where we had sat down to eat. It was bad. And then, of course, not an hour later, he's posting it on Twitter, and people are tagging me in it, and my mother has to comment on it, and it's just, and Jessica, to this day, if she wants to get me riled up, she'll just look at me and go, "Remember who's got a picture of you on his phone?" Ugh! Anyway, so on went the day, and then there was the actual DMC panel that they held, and there's a video for it. I will add the link to the description on this video, so you can watch the whole thing itself. But I'm sure, again, if you know me, then you've probably seen where I've shared there's rumors going around that Capcom is actually working on a DMC 5, and that's something that I am so excited for, and I can't wait to see the new designs. I can't wait to see where they go with the new story. And I'll have to share the video so you can see the hints that Ruben himself laid down, and it was just beautiful. And then the drive back was hilarious, and maybe later when I have Jessica, we'll talk about Mobile, Alabama. Coloradans, don't park at a gas station in Mobile, Alabama. Just don't do it. Alright, so I'm here. I'm gonna go get pizza. I'll see you guys later.